Lassen National Park today. This is going to be a tour. We've done the Squatch tour. And yeah, we're going to head up to the Pacific Northwest, and we don't even know exactly what we're going to do. We have some plans, but we'll see how it all unfolds. And joining me on this adventure is my friend Joey Coconato. We're road tripping together. It's going to be a blast.
Growing up, I first visited national parks via road trips with my grandparents, and I have loved them ever since, both national parks and road trips.
We're 99 miles outside of Lassen National Park. We've driven out of California into Nevada, through Carson City, through Reno, back into California, and now we only have 99 miles to go.
We had made it to Lassen Volcanic National Park. The dominant feature of the park is Lassen Peak, the largest plug dome volcano in the world and the southernmost volcano in the Cascade Range. Lassen Volcanic National Park is one of the few areas in the world where all four types of volcano can be found: plug dome, shield, cinder cone, and stratovolcano. In 2021, the Dixie Fire burned large portions of the national park, becoming the largest wildfire in park history.
Already on the road this morning, so Lassen was just kind of a pit stop along our route. We just wanted to check it out, get a little taste of it, and we are headed towards Shasta now, and may make a little stop at some waterfalls.
We're at the Burney Creek Rim Trail. We have to hike a little bit further because we have the trailer, so we had to park a little further out. We have a 1.5 mile hike to the falls, and then 1.5 back.
Burney Falls is located within MacArthur-Burney Falls Memorial State Park in Shasta County, California. Called the eighth wonder of the world by President Theodore Roosevelt, the falls are at their most intense during the spring, from early April through October when the snowmelt is at its peak. The falls were declared a National Natural Landmark in December 1954. Mount Shasta is a potentially active volcano at the southern end of the Cascade Range. At an elevation of 14,179 feet, it is the second highest peak in the Cascades and the fifth highest in the state. And speaking of states, we were now entering Oregon.
Well, we made it to our camp here on the Oregon coast. We would have never thought that we'd be here tonight, but it was so hot inland. We were driving up the 5. We decided to make a beeline and head for the coast, and I think it was a really good decision because it's so much cooler here, almost even cold. We found an awesome campsite, a Forest Service campsite, I believe. It's called Sutton Campsite, and we got here and there was a bunch of feral cats running around chasing a rabbit. It's in the forest. I'll show it to you tomorrow because it was pretty dark when we got here. And tonight I'm just making a makeshift dinner out of some stuff I had lying around. I'm pretty beat from the drive today, but it was beautiful starting the day with the Burney Falls hike, and then the drive here was gorgeous. Some parts of it were just absolutely gorgeous. Tomorrow the plan is to continue up the coast, and I think we're going to go ahead and head up to Washington, the furthest point first, because there is some weather on the way, but I think we have about a little over a week of good weather before that shows up. So we're gonna head there, hopefully do some adventures there, and then head back down the coast, make our way back down to the Oregon coast, and that's the plan for now. Anything could change. It's just calling it, flying by the seat of our pants and calling it as it goes. Makeshift dinner of cheddar cheese sticks that I've cut up, making a quesadilla, and tomato soup. Good morning. This was camp for night number 2. We are getting everything packed up and getting ready to continue our drive up north. So we're hoping to find a nice camp somewhere, like maybe on the beach is what we're hoping. Anyhow, that is the plan.
We passed through so many charming little seaside towns along the way. And along with the charming seaside towns, we crossed many bridges, many bridges. The Astoria-Megler Bridge is a steel cantilever through truss bridge that spans the lower Columbia River between Astoria, Oregon and Point Elise near Megler, Washington. Opened in 1966, it is the longest continuous truss bridge in North America. The bridge is 14 miles from the mouth of the river at the Pacific Ocean. And it was super cool entering the state of Washington on a bridge over the water.
Made it to Washington. We are headed to Cape Disappointment to see if we can find some camping. Joey,
What's up?
what do you think of our campsite here at Cape Disappointment?
It's pretty close to the beach. It's nice.
We made it to our camp here at Cape Disappointment, and let me just say, I'm pretty tired at the end of these days because it's been 3 days of driving, so I don't do a lot of filming, but it has been really nice to experience each of these camps. And tomorrow we head on to what will be probably, I think, our destination for at least a little while. Might leave the trailer somewhere and go on an adventure. We shall see.
Cape Disappointment was named on July 6, 1788 by British fur trader John Meares, who was sailing south from Nootka Island, Canada, in search of trade. He mistook the mouth of the Columbia River for a bay, which the ship could not enter due to a shallow shoal. Just missing the discovery of the river mentioned by Francisco Antonio Morel, he named them Cape Disappointment and Deception Bay. After spending a little time at the ocean, we headed back to camp to make a quick dinner.
We've already been down to the beach, but we came back to the camper. We were gonna make some food and take it to the beach for the sunset, but we decided just to eat right there at the camper because it was salad. So we've had our dinner and a cookie for dessert and getting ready to walk down to the beach to see the sunset. This is a really nice state park. I'm stoked on our spot here.
If you've been around the channel for a while, you know that before hitting the road full time, I lived at the ocean. I had an apartment with a 180-degree view of the ocean and shot many hundreds of sunsets from that view.
Well, the sun just dipped below the horizon and it was a gorgeous sunset. Feels like memories of the past, being on the beach for many hours of my life. Many days, many nights. Feels good. It is day 4 on the road. We are headed on the 101 North to our next camp, which I think will probably be home base for the next little bit, hopefully. And it's only going to take us about 3 hours to get there. And yeah, day 4. We've made it to this pretty epic campsite here on the Olympic coast. And I'm getting ready to take this guy to a trailhead where he will be going on a backpacking trip. Where are you headed?
Olympic coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, just up that way.
Where are you going to be spending the night?
On the beach.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So will I, right here.
Yeah.
Well, that was pretty darn cool, having a bald eagle perched literally right above my trailer when I got back to greet me. And then it flew right over the ocean, and that was really awesome to see. I definitely could have joined Joey on the backpacking trip. However, my mind and body were both saying that I needed a little bit of a break. I've been going pretty much nonstop for the last couple of months now, and the idea of just chilling here and the ocean out my door was pretty appealing, so I decided just to hang back because I will have more opportunity for some backpacking before the Squatch tour has completed. The Squatch tour of the Pacific Northwest, because this area is definitely very squatchy. I do have a little bit of FOMO though, now that I've dropped him off and kind of wishing I would have gone, but you have to listen to your body, that's for sure. I will be exploring this area on my own, probably after just a day of rest. and I'll get out and see what there is around here to see. And there's a lot around here to see for sure. Definitely stay tuned for that. I hope that you enjoyed coming along on the road trip. It was really awesome to see some places I've never seen before. Lassen National Park was very cool, and then Burney Falls. Wow, that was absolutely amazing. We didn't spend a whole lot of time in each place because we just wanted to get up here. There is some weather coming here in the Pacific Northwest, so we kind of wanted to beat that and get a little bit of a nice weather window to enjoy our time up here. And yeah, we made it up here in pretty good time. I really do appreciate you coming along as always. Stay tuned for what adventures are to come here in the Pacific Northwest. We don't have all the plans made yet, so it's going to just be as we go, and it's going to be awesome. I love Washington, Oregon, and the Pacific Northwest, and I didn't have a chance to make it up here last year, so it feels really good to be here. Stay tuned for the adventures to come. As always, I appreciate your support. I love you all, and I'll see you on the next one. See you soon. Bye-bye.